Big sheep.
Big
Oh my
sheep.
god, you can pet it too.
Yeah. I'm glad to see that every game developer has gone out of their way just because of one dude's Twitter account being like, "Can you pet the dog?" No, and whole developers are like, all right, we need to pet the dog now."
Yeah, pet this dog. Bruh, oh my god, all the Lalafels be so happy.
They're potato people, yeah. But I just love I love the idea of fucking just whole like you know how like Fire Emblem Three Houses gave you the option to like feed the animals like after release.
Yeah, like I think part of the Ashen Wolves or like a later update was that yes, you can feed the animals.
Yeah, like
And it even tracked like who fed the cat, which cats and dogs the most.
yeah.
That was fucking amazing. That was brilliant. They went out of the way to track that data.
All right, who's the goodest boy?
Yeah. Like, listen, when games do shit, when games and media do shit like that, like track meaningless stats, we find that so much better than like, oh, important shit. Like, yes,
Oh
I
yeah.
do want to see where I've been the past 5 minutes.
God, one of my all-time favorites is Silent Hill 2. Because a lot of the Silent Hill like games always have like really weird end game like recordings of like, oh, here's your final ranking, here's how much ammo you used, how much damage you dealt, how much damage you took, whatever, etc. But in Silent Hill 2, one of them is there's a part in the game where you have to row a boat for like a good minute, and in the end screen they have how fast you rid through the boat sequence. And I'm like, why would you add that there? Who the fuck? What? Okay. Don't even get me
That's
starting.
weird.
Don't even starting on like the ranking system in that game because like they always they don't do like the simple one of like Resident Evil where it's like, oh, you got like an A or S rank whatever. They're just like, you got stars, a bunch of stars. What's the total? You won't know.
Yeah, you don't fucking know.
Anyway, welcome to this newest episode of the Midnight Tunes. I'm your host PK Speed, and of course I have Toble here.
What the fuck's the difference between American artichoke and Jerusalem artichoke? Sorry. I've been trying to care about my digestive health, because I'm horrible. My memory's horrible, but I thought I haven't been taking regular shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, one of our friends convinced me to try, this Olipop shit. And
Mm-hmm.
I've only just now, bothered to read the ingredients list. I'm drinking the root beer, which is
Yeah.
it's all right. It's definitely one of those things you can tell it isn't pop, but it isn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just reading. There's like freaking there's purified waters, like whatever.
Yeah.
Jerusalem artichoke, kudzu root, cassava, marshmallow root, slippery elm bark. Don't know what the
Slippery
fuck that's
elm
going to do for
bark.
the taste.
We put some
Um,
whole ass bark in there. Charles Barkley in this root beer.
bro, yeah, Space Jam it up. Dude, I speaking of Space Jam, Charles Barkley, dude. This one YouTube channel I follow, Saint Dickless, posts these insane mashups of like video game music and like DK
Oh
rap or like
yeah.
freaking Space Jam. And I listen to him do a mashup of Resident Evil Revengeance. It has to be this way versus DK rap versus Space Jam.
Yeah,
It
yeah. Sorry, it's because you said Resident Evil Revengeance, Metal
oh
Gear.
shit, I meant Metal Gear. Sorry.
No, but I can totally imagine a Resident Evil game called that though.
Mm-hmm.
Leon's
But
like, I
yeah,
ain't fucking
and
around.
like
I'm getting
and
laid
like the
tonight.
entire play of the thing, he has a picture of Raiden with Charles Barkley's face is edited over it,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah.
punching Senator Armstrong, who has DK's face is edited over him.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's great.
It's great.
But yeah, here we are doing performing this show for you. It's the DK crew. Yeah, that's what we
Yes,
are.
all of them apparently.
Yeah. I am your Donkey Kong and the other ones, and I'm Lanky Kong. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm chunky.
And I'm. But anyway,
I,
we're gonna Now with
That's
that,
it.
we're gonna. That's it. That's the podcast.
Yeah, we didn't have any new. There, nothing happened like this
Nothing
week or
happened.
two, so we're just here to make shitty jokes.
Yes, yes, and that's unfortunately all the time we have. So if you enjoyed the pod, no, no. Anyway, we're gonna start off with the week, so you can go first.
The week. All right, so
The week.
uh, dude, before the podcast started, I took a massive shit. Like, holy. We're keeping this in, I guess, because I mean, I feel like this is important. The dude, it looked like I took a dump and like a whole python came out, bro. Like I think, like I looked at the bowl and I think it started hissing at me.
What the fuck?
Hey, that's what I'm here for. Listen, man. I don't have any Toho non sequiturs today. Surprising.
Well, fun fact actually, just before we were recording, I was scrolling through Twitter and I found out about this fan game, this Toho fan game that's like it's in the style of like an old SMT RPG. I need to look for what the name of it is again, but yeah, so
Something Arcadia,
oh,
something or another. You know it's bad when I don't have the Toho non sequitur.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I got briefly scared because I was going through Twitter and something played. I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, but it's called Toho Artificial Dream, which wait
Does
no,
it have like
Artificial Dream in Arcadia will be available tomorrow.
it's like a demo or something in it?
Yeah, it's just the demo, not the full game. But still, it
I'll
looks pretty
probably check
cool.
it out.
Of course you will.
Yeah, it's
Probably.
Toho
You're
shit.
obligated at this point.
Bro, I pre-downloaded. What you think?
I got the game already. I
Yeah.
created it actually. The fuck with
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah, dude. They asked me to play test it. Yeah. No. It'd be cool though, but I mean no.
It'd be cool, but
Um, yeah, but so now I've just decided to throw off the whole ball with the shit thing.
the whole ball. Was the shit.
So let's see. What have I recently done? I've mostly been chilling on YouTube, but recently I started playing Three Hopes. I've been having fun with that.
Yeah.
It's been pretty chill. Like, man, this AU shit's AUing. I'm starting with Golden Wildfire first because I was like, all right, I gotta go with the Golden Deer babies.
Is there any wildfires?
Uh, kinda. It is a bit of a dumpster fire. Lester's
Mm-hmm.
kinda fucked.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's because it is the system that is the least built for war times.
Yeah.
Versus like the Empire and the Kingdom. They have, they rely on the lords and shit, but they're all relatively centralized.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's like the Alliance is like, all right, so what are we gonna do, boys? And then they're like, well, fuck, man, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just keeping my own ass safe.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I ain't dealing with that. But yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for like I haven't gotten too far just because like I've only been playing it like I think I really started playing it relatively recently,
Yeah.
to be real. And I've mostly been like grinding and trying to get S ranks because I keep fucking up.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then recently, here's the VTuber non sequitur.
Of course.
I got to get one of my two non sequiturs.
Well, of course.
There was like this fan game done by KU, or at least that's who I saw was on the itch.io page. Called Hollow Cure, and it's basically kind of like Vampire Survivor and shit, but with Hololive. And I remember I started playing that yesterday because somebody who I've subscribed to on YouTube was playing it, and I was like, fuck it, I'll download it and I'll play it. It won't be like I'll get addicted to it or something. I don't remember when I started, but I know I kept playing it for a decent amount of time because I looked at my phone and it was like 7:30, and I know for damn sure I didn't start it at 7. So yeah, I played it for a good while. I had a lot of fun. It's definitely interesting.
You look back up, and I'm just like, hey, Austin. Oh, I'm fucking old now.
Yeah.
You've been playing that game for years and haven't aged.
Yeah, dude, that's the secret. I just immerse myself so much into my fandoms. I just stop aging. I just become ascended.
Just frozen crystal shit. Just
Bro, dude.
lost in
As I keep
time.
seeing fucking Ina back on my timeline, I just stop aging, bro.
Yeah, but
Because that's how the VTuber verse has been at the moment. There's just so much of one of the talents backs, and I'm
yeah,
just like, I'm glad I'm enlightened.
yeah.
Like, dude, I up until I got on Twitter, like actually, and started looking at artists and shit, I
Mm.
never thought the back was sexy. But then I was like, people doing shit with this.
Yeah, I'm glad it took you time to realize.
Mm-hmm.
But yes.
Yeah. That's pretty much all I got at the moment. I haven't really been doing too much more beyond that.
behind behind that, like the back, because the back is behind you.
Man, I'm gonna have to send like a fucking message pigeon and be like, "Hey, yo, I need some help. I need PK. Vinny's been having for so long. We need a co-host here to help knock him down with me because I don't knock him down.
Exactly. Now, now that no one else except for you's on this show, I can do whatever I want.
He's becoming too powerful.
I'm
I
only
just sent
growing in
an
strength.
SOS DM to like Faye, your pixel, be like, help.
Please, destroy
The
him.
working conditions have degraded since you guys have taken to the background.
You're trying to unionize Austin? You better not.
Shit,
Who you gonna union with? No, nobody.
nobody.
Nobody. No
Shit.
one's gonna union with me.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I'm gonna union before it's cool.
if that's it, then we'll go on to my week, I guess. I when it comes to stuff that I've just watched more X Files, which is pretty interesting. I do really like it. It's it does really play up into like the mystery of like, oh man, there's fucking aliens, except maybe not really, except no, there is. They're already among us. Yes.
Amogus.
Among Us. Yeah, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
X Files is just the biggest game of fucking Among Us ever.
It do be like that.
I don't know, Scully. I just think they're pretty sus. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I've been really enjoying that. Real fun. I also have been watching the finally the latest episodes of Owl House. I haven't completely caught up, but I'm almost there. Which man, those recent episodes, real spicy. Wow, ooh shit, it's real good shit. Unfortunately, we won't be getting new episodes till next year. I think, if I remember correctly, which sucks. I hate that. Like, I just want more. God, where they left it at on, I'm just like, from what I've heard, it's just like, oh. But anyway, I'm gonna finish through that. I've been like strictly trying to keep spoilers for that show away from me as much as often, and I've done a pretty good
Keep
job.
them spoilers away from
Yeah,
me.
I've only gotten like a few of them, but yeah, like luckily I going through it, I'm like, damn, these new episodes were good. That's all I have to say. Go watch Our House. It's great. Uh, what else? I'm really trying to think of like stuff I watched. Um, I no, I finished Degrassi. Man, I haven't. Now I really think about it, I haven't really watched much this week. Unfortunately, I have done other stuff. I started System Shock 2 the other day, which is great game. It's a fucking really cool ass classic game. I really like it. I really like Shodan as an antagonist in general because I love evil AIs that go out of their way to be like, God, I fucking hate humanity. God.
Yeah.
Where in Shodan's case, it's more of like, I am a god. You guys are literally nothing to me. So, and I'm like, yeah, correct, yes, and
Do be like that. Do be like that.
yeah, love going through the corridors and seeing some horrible mutant thing, and I'm like, oh, gotta shoot it. The soundtrack's pretty good. It took a little bit to play because I had them on it because usually I'm playing like a pretty renowned. I don't know how to describe it because like System Shock 2 is kind of like a how do I? It's very similar in the style of something like Thief, you know, where like it's
Mhm.
first-person shooter, but there's still plenty of interactables. You know what? Actually, the best example for System Shock is BioShock, actually, because that's almost the exact same game, except BioShock is a little bit more streamlined, I guess. I don't know the really it has a different style exactly for what it's going for like the gameplay. Where
Mhm.
System Shock 2 plays more like a weird RPG that like it's way more complicated when it's not as complicated as you would assume, because unfortunately like it's one of those RPG systems where not everything is completely balanced, but hey, the options there, that's neat.
Mhm.
Yeah. And also, like, depending on like how you build your character, the whole game will just completely just change style. If you're playing with like melee weapons or guns, it's standard, it's standard shit. But if you're playing with like the fucking space wizard shit, which is like you're using psychic magic and shit with implants and all that cybernetics, it's a completely
Mhm.
different game because you have a bunch of different options, but like it's one of those games where you can't really like be like the best in everything by all means. You kind of just gotta stick to one thing and be good at that one thing.
Mhm.
But otherwise, I'm still having a lot of fun. I haven't made too much progress from what I can tell. I don't know because I'm kind of refusing to look up anything for this game except for like the stat things, because I didn't want to, because the only thing I knew about the game beforehand was if you like it is very easy to make a bad character because you won't fully understand what's going on if you weren't paying attention in the tutorial part, which I did. So but also learning about like how certain tech skills like don't work, like, well, not don't work, but they're not as effective as something like ability like hack or some stuff. But yeah, no, that
Mhm.
game's real good. I am going to continue through that, etc. um as for anything else, I can't really say because I've just been working on that video I'm still working on and other stuff that I plan to do in the future, but I can't really go into that at the moment, so other than if that's gonna be it for the week, so we can go straight into the news now. I'm not actually not gonna start with anything I've put down in the Discord because we've actually got plenty of anime news that came out the other day as
We
well.
have tons of news.
Yeah, we got, like, I thought we didn't have that much news this week, but no, we actually did. Starting off
We got a
the
ton.
well, I'll start off with the anime stuff, which for anime, man, we got a lot of shit. Basically, Anime Expo happened, and Trigger did a panel or questionnaire or whatever for their 10th anniversary, and they were like, "Hey, we're going to make fucking Panty and Stocking season 2."
Yeah, I saw that.
And at
I
first,
wonder how that's gonna work.
yeah, because I straight up did not believe the announcement because I was like, oh, okay, it's people giving their high hopes up again. They're just fucking with us. And then I actually looked into it, and they were like, no, we are. We're working on a project. They haven't said anything.
Yeah, we're working on
They
some
haven't
shit.
said anything specific, from what I understand. But for the most part, they just said, "Hey, we are making another thing for Penny and Stocking," and everyone's just like, well, actually, no, not another thing, but we are making season 2 of Panty and Stocking. So I was like,
Mhm.
shit, God, like for anyone who's listening to this who hasn't seen it, like I cannot tell you, like, I don't know what I have to convince you guys to go watch that show, because Panty and Stocking, it's like one of the funniest fucking shits ever. It's so like it's a show that like I kind of just love for its existence, because I just really love how all these animators were just like, man, Western animation, that's real funny. We should make a show that's basically like that, except with
Mhm.
our fucking awesome anime shit as usual as Trigger.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Honestly, it's just drawn together that was made by another group of people, honestly. and I love Drawn Together for how bad it is. But yeah, Panty Stocking is fantastic. Go watch it.
Panty Stocking's pretty lit. I've only watched a few episodes, and I've both questioned what the fuck I'm watching, but laughed my ass off at the
it's
same time.
fucking
And
like
sometimes that's
how do I, there's so many episodes in that show where I'm like, how would I ever explain this to anyone? There's this episode where one of the characters turns into a Transformers and fucking just does Transformer sex in a porta potty real quick.
pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
How do I explain the giant shit monster? I can't. It's a giant shit monster.
The giant shit monster,
Yeah.
bro. Just it's just freaking just conquers bad fur day, bro.
Yeah, you're right. That is just Conquer. I need to play that. What else? Oh yeah. Next up on the anime stuff is we got more news for the new Bleach arc. We got a new trailer, which I only saw a little bit of it. I didn't get to finish it, unfortunately, because I got something else
It's
I had something else at the
Bleach
moment
again.
happen. But man, it looks real good, and also came out with a poster. Which is pretty rad. I'm legit excited for more Bleach, and it looks like it's gonna be real good. Something I never thought I'd ever say in my lifetime.
Yeah, shoot. Hell, I don't
Uh,
really know.
even
It's
though
one of
it's
those
not,
things.
even though it's not like more Bleach, it's just we're getting that not new animated, but like we're getting that last arc animated finally, where we thought we weren't
Hmm.
getting one.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's real cool.
Shoot, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I never watched Bleach, so it's kind of one of those things. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
happy for the people who are happy for it. You know.
yeah, that's fair. It's just like it sucks because Bleach just really is just one of those animes that like it has a style and it has stuff going for it. And it can be good. It's been good before. It's just like it sucks because a lot of the quality of the show only steadily went further down because the creator was just simply getting unhappy with his job. So I can't. It's one of those things where like I critique it, but I also understand why its quality went down over time, and also why it kind of like just kind of ended. Well, even though they have the last arc and they, from what I remember, they did like a pretty solid job with it. It still definitely was like, oh man, the series is over. Okay, cool, all right,
Mm-hmm.
thanks. But hey, whatever.
Like, thanks, bro.
But hey, whatever. This will be the final hurrah for Bleach until they like make a generation sequel series like Naruto or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh God, man, it's crazy. They're like, you know what? Like, cause essentially the OG big three, like that was what, like Bleach, Dragon Ball, and One Piece, right?
Pretty much. It was no, it was One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, and then Bleach just went super down in the rankings over time because the later arcs just weren't as good as its first couple arcs when it comes to the sales. And then
Uh,
working at Shonen Jump is a whole fucking process because you get very little free
yeah.
time.
You are bled dry, basically.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. But yeah. But it's super excited for that. Next up was probably one that kind of caught me off guard because I didn't hear anything about it beforehand. But Trigun Stampede. This is I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's like a it's a reimagining, an alternate take. I don't know, but it's basically a new, it's new Trigun, which is like I'm super excited because it looks like it's just gonna be Studio Orange, which if you don't know them, they made Beastars and that one crystal magical girl anime that everyone keeps calling Steven Universe because they're made out of rocks. I forget the name of it,
They
unfortunately.
made out of rocks or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no. They're working on it, and I really like the look of it. I was a little worried because I saw a little bit of the new design Vash has in like some screenshots, and I was like, I don't know. They're making more Trigun. I don't know that I want that, but it's from what I can
Hmm.
tell, it is going to be like a reimagining or like I don't know. I don't want to say remake. I guess that might be like the best way to put it. But yeah, it's basically just the same story except Studio Orange and whoever else is working on it is doing their own thing. But
Mm-hmm.
I do, but actually watching the trailer, no, this looks really good. Of course it's in CGI, but it's in that really nice stylized CGI that Studio Orange has kind of perfected at this point for their animes.
That's
Where just,
cool.
man, it looks really good because they were like, man, we can blend 2D and 3D together to make really good 3D. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
True
real,
that.
it looks real nice. I was surprisingly hyped for it, honestly, because I just I am the type of person where I just want more new stuff to come out, or I'm fine with old stuff coming out or making it better or like readjusting it, but I just want new stuff. But I'm totally fine with this because this does look like just taking some old property and doing something unique with it at least.
True that. I mean,
They
shoot.
fucking yassified Vash.
The yassification.
Honestly. I need to get his glasses. You know, those are really cool glasses. But yeah, that's basically all for the anime stuff. Like again, there was quite a few things because Anime Expo. But yeah, next up
Yeah,
we'll get into
Anime
the actual news I
Expo.
posted in here. The first one, I guess this
Yeah, I would say it's like I don't really know how to respond because I don't know what's going on. So,
yeah, I literally just found out about this earlier, but along with the announcement of a new Ruby season, season 9 or volume 9, I forget what they call it now. Shit. But either way, there's more Ruby coming
yeah,
out,
I
but
think it's a series, whatever.
yeah, either way, there's gonna be more Ruby coming out, and along with that, they made an announcement that there's gonna be a Ruby DC crossover film, which I think is actually a comic in like an actual comic that they've made. Let me look that up
I'm
actually.
baffled but intrigued in the kind of the weakest sense since I've been out of Ruby for like ever at this point.
Yeah.
Like my hype's been kind of reignited because I saw freaking fucking is Studio Trigger that's working on Ice Kingdom.
The not I don't think it's Trigger.
I
But
know it's a really big name one. Shoot, hang on. Um,
yeah, you can look that up real quick. Yeah, no, apparently the
Ice
Ruby Justice League thing
Kingdom.
is a thing. Is that already a thing?
Ace
I can't tell. Oh, it
Queendom.
is.
Do 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 do.
Not gonna lie, this Wonder Woman design's actually kind of buzzing.
Seems to be kind of bussin'. Da, 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 da.
But it is a really weird crossover. Like, out of all things, I never would have expected Ruby and fucking Justice League. I would assume that Ruby would cross over with some other anime. Honestly. Oh wait, I did not mean to post a link there. My bad. But yeah. I legit don't know what to really honestly think about it because like Austin said, like I've kind of been out of the loop on Ruby for a bit. Though it is cool seeing that like that new animated 2D animated Ruby thing. I forget the name of it, but it's cool seeing
Yeah,
that
Ice Queendom. It
because
looks like it was done by Studio Shaft, but like
yeah,
yeah, but it looks like it's got like I recognized because the character designer was Hook, and
yeah.
he did Black Rock Shooter, and to keep with my part of the brand, he also designed some VTubers like Takanashi Kiara from Hololive.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but I remember him from Black Rock Shooter and like one or two other things.
Yeah. But I apparently this was actually I think an actual issue of Ruby crossing over Justice League, which is still weird to me. Like it's out of all things, I'm like, why Ruby? I guess it's just big enough at a point where it could cross over with other stuff like that, but still, it's
I
kind of weird to
suppose
me.
so, but
It's just like
yeah, it's weird.
yeah,
I don't fully understand it, but hey.
but hey, you know, good for Ruby, I guess. But next up in
Mhm,
the news, god damn it, open up. It's gonna be a new DC original movie. DC original animated movie. It's a Superboy and Robin, which it is. I don't know which studio is doing it, but judging by the because this movie is in CGI, it kind of looks like it was done by I forget it was a studio that made those CGI some of those CGI shows for like Disney, like Slugterra. The style kind of reminds me of their CGI. It's very much where they have a stylized version of like the CGI and characters in there, but I just don't know who the fuck's animating it. One sec. I'm gonna look that up because it's gonna bug me. But yeah, no, this looks neat. I'm not the biggest fan of Superboy because I don't really know anything about
Robin
him.
design looks so dumb.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me. No, it
Like,
reminds me of what was that show? They're like, damn, I need to look that up. Fuck. Anyway, Robin in Superboy, but
like
the League of
we get it.
Supergirl.
We want to have the resolution of something. Also, you're cutting out bad for me, dude.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah,
Um.
that's why I left the call for a second.
Okay. I didn't even notice you left the call. One sec. But yeah. Damn, I'm trying to fucking. Sorry it's taken so long to try to find this movie. It's just.
Bro, I didn't hear you till like several. Like I heard
No,
you out there, but like several minutes, I just did not hear you on the
no,
call.
it's fine. I'm just talking to myself. Damn. But yeah. This looks really neat. I can't really say much because I don't really care for much of Damian Drake, Robin, and I don't know that much about Superboy. But hey, the CGI I think looks actually pretty cool.
All right, that's one of those
No,
things.
no,
Like
I do agree with you that I don't like the Robin design. His
the Robin hair looks so dumb. I would bully that child.
He looks like the hair reminds me of Goose from or Groose what
Groose from
from
freaking
Skyward
Breath,
Sword.
not Breath of Wild, Skyward Sword. Yeah,
Yeah. I don't know why that was the first one I thought. I'm like, damn, Groose is really he really let himself go.
bro, he's let himself go. Damn.
Yeah. Although, but hey, it looks real neat, and I'm always down for new animated DC stuff because they're the only ones that kind of make interesting ones. Marvel doesn't really make that much interesting animated stuff since What If lately. So
I think that's been like the only. I mean,
yeah,
because like
honestly,
what before that was Enter the Spider Verse or whatever.
yeah, Spider Verse was well, I don't know, that is Marvel, but it was also like a Sony Marvel thing where like Sony made it, but they did it with the permission of Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
so that was like a little weird. I'm just saying for a lot of their animated stuff outside of those two, I can't think of much because like they have like the Disney XD like Marvel shows, like some of those Spider-Man shows and all that, but I don't know. I don't really think they compare to some of the earlier Spider-Man shows or earlier Marvel stuff, even though they don't have that much.
Mm-hmm.
And DC just made a lot more animated stuff for their properties, a lot more than Marvel did. As honest, because like when I think of DC, I automatically think of like I don't know, like Batman animated and all that, and that was like back in '90s. They've been doing stuff for a while. Marvel, the most I could think of for their stuff is like the early 2000s movies, like the early Sam Raimi Spider-Man and all that, or like those really bad old Marvel movies, like the Captain America movie or Supergirl movie.
Yeah.
Like those ones are really old and really bad. I won't blame a lot of people for not knowing those exist, honestly.
Yeah, because I know I just like reacted, but I was just like, what?
Yeah. But other than that, hey, it looks cool. So we'll just go on to the next one. Next is Baymax. That new special involving Baymax from Big Hero 6 is now streaming on Disney Plus. Um, I haven't seen it yet. It looks cute. I do like Baymax. I do really like Baymax. He is one of my favorite like recent robot characters. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I say
I mean, it's
recent.
probably
Actually,
because
I
he's
say
the
recent,
least
but like that was
like
2014.
robotish robot.
Yeah, well, it's really weird because like a lot of people say like he's least robot, but he's still very
Oh,
much
he
a
has the
robot down to earth.
mechanical like nature of robots, but it like just like in form and function, he's very not.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he has the form of one of those fucking those those boxing punching bags. You punch it and it bobs around a little bit,
I could totally,
basically.
I'm actually surprised that I've never seen like a Baymax punching bag or like a punching like whatever those things are
A little
called.
punching dummy or whatever.
Punch and dummy, yeah. I imagine that'd be really hilarious. Though I'd feel a little bad though because I love Baymax. Sorry, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to fucking knock you out, bitch.
But listen, bro, I gotta knock you the fuck out.
The only cure I need is an ass whooping.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, from what I heard from people, it's pretty cute. It's cool seeing Big Hero 6 is getting more stuff because it's been a bit. Last time they got anything was that TV show that they had on Disney XD, which I don't know they made any new episodes for that. I kind of hope they do. It's pretty solid. I was kind of surprised because I actually have seen the Big Hero 6 cartoon, and I ironically it's not like your standard like I don't know Teen Titans of like superhero team, but it's more like Kim Possible, honestly,
A little bit, yeah.
which I don't mind because Kim Possible is cool. Anyway,
True that, true that.
but other than that, I haven't seen it though. I might check it out here soon. I don't know. It looks neat. But next up is even though we don't typically cover like, hey, this show's getting a new season, I make this an exception because I like Primal a lot. Season 2 Primal's coming out in like July 21st on Adult Swim, and that's gonna be real good. I've seen the trailer. It's very short. You can go watch it on YouTube. But yeah, no, I'm always down for more Genndy Tartakovsky stuff. He always makes some stellar shit. And I only feel bad because I only recently checked out Primal, and I feel bad that I didn't watch it when it came out, so I'll change it this time around, honestly.
I mean, I'm busy gaming. That's why I never have too much when it comes to like all this shit that has like a season one or whatnot. I'm just like, yeah, it
Mm,
did. I'm like, I like you tell me about it, and I'm just like, man, this existed?
yeah,
You telling me this is a pre-established deal?
yeah.
And I'm just like, okay.
But
Huh.
yeah, no, I'm super excited for season 2. This again, this is again large reason why we don't really talk about seasons because like unless like one of us is continuing watching the show, then there's not much to really talk about it. I really like season 1; it was really good. Like, man, it's like Primal, just one of those shows where you're watching it and you're like, "Yep, art. This is art." Like, there's
It's
no
just
other way
art.
to describe it. Just like this is some peak animation. This
You know,
is what
it's some good shit.
it makes the endorphins in my brain go.
Well,
Yes, but yeah. Other than that, next up is we got a couple new series from Disney,
excuse me.
actually, at least for Disney Television, which is kind of surprising because they've been kind of I don't know. They've been kind of not the best with their recent shows, but hey, whatevs. New
Hit and
shows,
miss, yeah.
new series. One of them is Dragon Striker, which is a series created and produced by Sylvain Dos Santos and will be directed by. You can try this name, even though I don't know whether you'll struggle with this one
There's
too.
not even a link, bro. I
I
can't even click it to look
well,
at
it's
it.
fine. I put it in a recording booth. I know. Anyway,
Charles Lefevre.
yeah. But anyway,
That sounds right.
yeah, but anyway, from what I can tell reading this synopsis here, it's basically going to be fucking Magic Soccer. Magic Soccer.
Magic Soccer. Oh, do you love my fantasy sport?
Yeah, they
Dude, it just get the crowd of Persona 5 fans being like, man, I wish soccer was real like an anime.
God, I'm kind of surprised there isn't a Persona sports game, you know?
Oof. Yeah, it do
We
be
need
like that.
Persona card.
We got the Persona dancing game. Listen.
Yeah, but that's not a sport. It can be, I guess, but
Yeah, it can be just not the level you're thinking of, bro. Damn.
yeah, like we need extreme jazzercise.
Extreme Jazzercise. What is this? Punch Out for the Wii?
For the Wii.
Freaking boxer size, bro.
Yeah, but from the teaser poster or for the show, I do actually really like the art. It's very much anime inspired, but hey, it looks really cool. I there's not much I can really say because I'm not the biggest person of sports, but I do like fake sports. The one I'm immediately think of is like Ball Masters. Ball Masters is a great Adult Swim show. Very much in that style of like Super Jail, where it's just absolutely insane. But it's also, hey, you like anime? We also like anime. Yeah. But I like fake sports and a lot of series because of like, hey, we're gonna do the exact opposite. We're just gonna make this way
Mm-hmm.
cooler than IRL, honestly. But yeah, super hyped for that. Next up is what? Where'd the other show on here? Oh, okay, there it is. The Doomies was a new series created by Andre Fernandez, who will direct, and a couple other people. I'm not even gonna attempt because those are some weird ass names. Sorry, but hey,
Damn.
this looks like a really cool supernatural comedy show. It's very much of hey, everything is technically getting worse, but look at the bright side. I really like the visual style. It kind of reminds me of like old like vinyl art. I like the thick dark outlines.
Oh yeah. I just look at the name and I think, I think of like, uh, Doctor Doom just did like an award show or something.
Yeah.
And that's what I think of. Like it was like, oh, it's like
Genuinely.
it
Oh
gives me a
man.
vibe of, oh man, oh man, oh man. I just had like a memory. This
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like this. Remember the Nickelodeon show Tough Puppy?
Yes, I do.
That weird spice show with, yeah. It
Yes.
was so weird. I feel like that was like an award thing in like a random award show episode.
That feels. You know what? I could believe it. I could totally
Because I
believe.
remember the evil organization was Doom.
Yeah. Gotta get the doomies.
Mm-hmm,
Man,
mm-hmm.
maybe Will Smith would be allowed to those ones. But
Goddamn.
technically there's a third show here, but they don't have a poster for it. It's just called Zombies, the reanimated series. What? Shut the fuck
I
up.
I don't like this, dude. That's as bad as when we discovered that they ported Zombie U from the Wii U to other consoles. So
Yeah,
to
it's just
rebrand, they got rid of the
zombie.
U.
It's just zombie.
Zombie with the just no E. It's just zombie. It's like you're
Apparently,
saying Bambi. It's like, oh, well, I want my I want my shooter Bambi zombie flick, bro.
yeah.
Like, what in the heck? It's
It,
it
it, it
that and I don't mean to diss something without being able to see
yeah.
it, but the fact that it's just zombies, the reanimated series, is giving me red flags. It's
um.
probably
Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
like it, I'm sorry if it's going to be cute and charming, but the fact that literally the best they could come up with is zombies, the reanimated series, kind of hurts me.
Well, it's better than I recently found out about this, but I think there was like there was a movie Reanimator, and it got a sequel, and then another kind of sequel. I think it was like super bad, and the only thing I know about that movie is they have a Reanimator like like Europop song to it for some reason. And I'm
Ugh,
like, what? Oh, I have the
that
link
don't
in the
sound good.
description below, but like, it is amazingly bad. Oh man, like I love bad. Like I've recently discovered a couple of like albums where it's just like famous horror character, except now they're kind of doing music. Like there's this Nightmare on Elm Street one where it's honestly just not even Freddy singing or anything. It's just a bunch of other random bad songs with Freddy in the background just being like making grunting noises and shit.
What the
Honestly,
fuck?
it's just, yeah, that's it.
Bro, I want my Nightmare on Elm Street where Freddy's fucking scratching some mad shit at the DJ table.
Oh, I can imagine like a scary movie, honestly.
Dude, yeah. Because I
But
mean, listen, bro. Like, I can't have like the chorus of the Jasons, bro.
the chorus.
Yeah, bro, dude. Like, I think what was the space one? Jason X.
Yeah, it was Jason X.
Yeah, Jason X. I think the game the NES game Jason
Yeah.
freaking Jason 8 and the OG Jason. I think they did like a barbershop quartet for a little bit. It's kind of wild and
I like this head. Oh man, that makes that series way
there
worse.
was like a eighth version of Jason, right? And I just didn't pull a number.
Let me think. I'm trying to remember what the eighth movie was.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
glad
think it
they made
was.
it up to the eighth movie.
Yeah, no, they did. They did. I'm trying to remember if it was Jason Goes to Hell or Jason Goes to New York.
Jason goes to, is there a difference?
There is. Because in Friday the Thirteenth, New York, apparently they're just people who do drugs with giant syringes in their arms, and
Oh, like
Goes to
giant
Hell.
hypodermic needles.
Yeah, and in Hell, he doesn't actually go to Hell. We learn that Jason's actually a weird slug monster who he goes into other people's bodies and then makes himself a new body or some shit. He doesn't actually go to
I'd
Hell.
rather be in New York then.
He doesn't actually go to Hell in that movie. Now I think about it, they say he
He goes
does.
to like Hell, Arkansas or something, or Hell,
It's
Arizona,
even,
whichever one has Hell in it.
honestly, yeah, it's honestly even worse because that movie ends with the teaser of like the movie ends with Jason's mask and like some dust or whatever after he gets eviscerated and actually goes to hell kinda, but then Jason's hand. Not Jason, but then Freddy from Nightmare on Elm Street's hand appears and takes the mask underneath the dust, and it's like, oh, ooh, they're gonna cross over.
Whoa,
Which they
Freddy v
did
Jason.
they did technically, but they did it after Jason X, which it took a while from release of fucking Friday 9, not Friday 9, Friday 13th 8. No, not 2008. You fuck.
You know more about this than I do.
Oh
I
yeah,
guessed that
okay.
there was.
The eighth one was Jason Takes Manhattan. My bad. Yeah. Fuck. That was 19. Then what was the final chapter? No, that's 4. Jason Goes to Hell, 1993. Then that means they would have had to wait till. Shit. Why did? Oh, because Alan clicks. That's why. Freddy. Sorry, I'm looking up horror knowledge now. 2003. So they had to wait from 1994 to 2003 to actually get followed up on that whole Freddy versus Jason shit. While in the middle releasing Jason X.
Wow. Okay.
It's weird. It's weird. But
Yeah.
yeah. Fuck, what were you even talking about? Oh yeah,
The Doomies,
Dewey's
and then
Dragon Striker. Yeah, Disney's making
Zombies Reanimated.
Zombies Reanimated. Yeah,
And then we did that.
yeah. Everything else on here, it's just talking about they're making new seasons to other shows that they have at the moment. They're making a new season of Monsters at Work, Chippendale Park Life, Mickey Mouse Funhouse. Okay.
Bro,
Thanks.
I won't care
Me.
about what Disney does until they bring back House of Mouse. That's all I need.
Honestly, House of Mouse is fucking rad. It's
Mm-hmm.
honestly the coolest idea. I'm surprised they never just reused ever.
Honestly, they could probably do some shit with it now.
They could.
People are old. We've forgotten. Says that as am old and have not forgotten.
Also, like, I think it's just a neat way of like showing old Disney cartoons to kids. Like, I always thought that was a cool premise of just all the characters in a fucking. Oh.
Yeah, like what I feel like they dunked on Hades a lot, bro.
I believe so. It's been a while since I've actually watched House of Mouse, but yeah.
Same.
The only thing I remember was that special where the villains take over and they're like, we gotta watch some of our best moments. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get the villain highlight reel, boys.
Like to think, yeah, yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the new releases and trailers. So let's go to the actual stories. I'm just gonna mash the first two up because they're both basically like the same thing happened to them. Duncanville, which is a show on Fox, which I heard a little bit about when it came out. I heard it was pretty decent. Yeah, unfortunately, it got canceled after 3 seasons, which, to be fair, I didn't know it had 3 seasons, so that's cool. But it's unfortunate that
Damn.
it did get canceled. That really does suck. And Q Force, which I only know because Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravity Falls, worked on it, I believe. And it
Mm-hmm.
was for Q Force specifically. It finally got confirmed in a podcast from what was their name? Shit, I just had it. Damn.
Yo, I got
Wait, I can
this.
click the link. I'm fucking stupid. I forget that I could like click the link that I put specifically for the news in our Discord. So I'm like, wait, I gotta find the link real quick. It was on the podcast Attitudes, which is an LGBT Q plus revolving podcast. I haven't listened to them,
Mm-hmm.
but I assume they're pretty good. I checked out the website; it's very well made.
Yeah.
But yeah, that got confirmed in a recent episode where one of the writers, Matt Rogers, confirmed that yeah, we got canceled after season 1. We did
Yeah,
not
we
get
got
renewed
can.
for a season 2.
Oof.
But yeah,
Q-
it sucks because I heard some pretty good things from Q-Force. Honestly, I heard it was actually pretty
Keyforce makes
good.
me think of. Sorry, about everything. Like, since I don't know anything about Keyforce, I keep thinking of in Ratchet and Clank. Whenever Quark has to assemble a team, like all the times I think he has to assemble a team.
Yeah.
And then, so I mean, obvious direction goes obvious.
So what you're telling me is that Ratchet and Clank supports the gays.
Uh, I feel like Ratchet and Clank would. I feel like Quark would be. I'm trying to think because I know Quark has tried to cross dress for disguise before,
Uh huh.
but
Base.
Quark is a bit of a horrible person.
True. Base. No, I'm joking. But yeah, that's yeah. Sorry about
Yeah,
that. But yeah, it's unfortunate that Keyforce and Duncanville got canceled. Man, there's just been a lot of shows canceled recently. It sucks legit for anyone who was proud to work on those and then seeing it being like, oh, it's over. Oh well. Not only
mm-hmm.
that, next up, there's not much else to really mention for those two news topics. But next up, I only again today found out about this thanks to people on Twitter. But apparently, there's been a multitude of like Cartoon Network and I want to say HBO, just a lot of especially shows from like TBS have been getting removed off the HBO Max, and specifically a lot of some of their like some of their shows or clips on YouTube of it of being delisted off their official YouTube channels, which is a little weird. It's
Mm-hmm.
mainly just a lot of the TBS TNT shows. I think there was one other some few of the Cartoon Network shows that got taken off of their YouTube channel, like Thundercats Roar and what was it? Elliot from Earth, which I don't
Hmm.
know exactly. Oh, and Little Helen too, apparently.
Uh,
Ripperoni. Ooh. Not
um,
Little
not
Ellen.
little Alan. Whatever will we do?
Whatever. How
It.
will we survive? Which, among all these lists, another one was Final Space, which we actually talked about in the last episode of the podcast because the creator was trying to kickstart a new a proper finale to the show. Which
Mm-hmm.
it is kind of weird how we mentioned this, and then next week the HBO removed this off of
It's like,
removed Final Space off of HBO Max, which they actually did response. They said I don't know who they were responding to, but it was like their official help Twitter. But HBO Max said that thanks for the interest. As we work, we're bringing it together. Blah blah blah. We're making some changes to our services. Part of that progress includes removal of select content, which they. I don't know. They specify why, but hey,
yeah,
they
select
at least
content
acknowledge
is
it.
interesting wording.
Yeah, but hey, what the hell? Oh, it's just somebody asking the help Twitter to bring Johnny Bravo on on HBO. I'm like,
bruh.
wait, what? Johnny Bravo's being added to HBO. Wait a minute.
Nah, it's just the frequent pleads for
The
our savior.
pleads. But yeah, no, it's real strange. I don't know exactly what HBO's doing, but hey, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know why they have the part that confuses me is like Cartoon Network taking down some of the clips of some of the shows like the Thundercats were on Little Ellen, because I don't know specifically what happened to them, honestly, why they need to remove
Yeah,
those ones. Thundercats Roar, the easy show could be nobody liked the show, so they
nobody liked the
decided.
show. They're like, all right, we won't miss this.
I mean, to be fair, it's like the only shows that I saw that this happened to was Thundercats Roar, which nobody likes, which I guess is fair, because like I watched it, I watched the first couple episodes, and I was like, that's there. It's an adaptation to an old cartoon that wasn't that amazing, so. I mean, no offense to Thundercats, it's I still like it. It's just, whatevs. It's its own
It's
thing. I didn't
definitely.
I didn't criticize it too much for it being its own thing and clearly not made for my demographic. So I was like, okay, yeah. And Little
Hmm.
Ellen, I honestly don't know anyone who actually would care about that, child or not.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like I feel like there would be some happiness with that just ceasing to exist.
Honest, I can't honestly
Except for,
say,
of course,
because
maybe Ellen herself, but I mean, who the fuck
I
gives a
mean,
fuck?
who actually?
Yeah, who actually
But yeah,
cares?
it's just a little strange. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how whatever it will go with that. Honestly, and I don't know. Place down your theories in the comments below.
Well,
Although
we
it
have
is,
those.
although it is sad, because seeing stuff like there was another news article here saying that other Netflix original Paradise PD has been reportedly renewed for a fourth and final season that will premiere this year on Netflix, and I'm like, why did this get a not sure it's the final season, but why did this get another season? And these like this Netflix is so
What
weird to me.
what got another season?
It's Paradise PD. It's made by the people who made Brickleberry.
Oh, I feel like I've heard you or
Yeah,
somebody complain about
Braytu,
this show before.
Braytu was talking about this. Him and Garland love the show or some shit. And then I complained about it because I was like, it looks like Brickleberry, and I hate Brickleberry.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
again, no offense to the artists that worked on those shows, but like, come on. If you're at least going to like, even if they had a different art style, the show at core probably would have been bad, because like it's just, hey, offensive humor, but no setup or anything. Nothing even
Mm-hmm.
really, nothing really interesting. But yeah, hey, yeah. But that's getting Paradise Speed is getting another season, and it's gonna be the final one. Which, like, I don't understand why this gets another season in Big Mouth, but other shows that are way better quality are not getting another season. Man, I'm just glad Green Eggs and Ham didn't get canceled. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what my life would have been at this point. Probably the same, but But anyway, next up in the news, this one is particularly weird. I found this when I was going through Cartoon Brew, which they give out all sorts of animated news of all sorts, and I found this about some streaming service called Daily Wire Plus, which, from what I understand,
Yeah,
they were a largely conservative media company. Apparently, I don't know.
yeah, I remember seeing stuff about the Daily Wire,
Yeah, so.
which I'm not keen on them.
Which apparently I was reading this article, and they decided to open up the company is basically sorry, the company announced that it's going to invest $100 million into kids content for it that tried to rival out and quote the output
Woke.
of woke media.
Dude, yeah, like literally, okay,
And this, yeah, continue.
bro, oh man, I want to pull the most internet responsive L plus ratio plus who the fuck ass because literally, oh my fucking god. Huh.
Like, yeah, straight up, I was reading through this and I'm like, this is dumb. And to basically, as their first show for this new investment, it's Chip Chilla, because it's a
Chipchilla.
family of chinchillas, and they're going to be learning lessons, about good old family values and not to trust the gays.
Yeah. I'm really curious. I kind of want to be like, what these? Oh my god.
Okay, to be fair, the teaser trailer they have for the show, it doesn't insinuate that it's going to like do anything bad by all means. It just looks like a really generic like preschool show, honestly. But
It does
like
look like it'll
the
die in
fact
the
that
annals
this
of
is they're
time.
like acing the card of like, yeah, we're gonna fucking show that woke media with some fucking good old family values. Yeah, wow.
Good old family values. Your kids go too long with being in the middle of the woke medias like the Disneys and all that
It
shit.
says here
And I'm just
after screening the clip, Boring, I think that's the people who like interviewed them, but explained to the audience at Thursday's platform launch why the Daily Wire is getting into kids and family content. And their quote was, "Why does it matter? It's because kids go to school for 40 hours a week and they engage in pop culture for 40 more hours every week. That means 80 hours of the child's week you are turning them over to the left."
yeah. Dude, it's gonna do horribly because they're pulling a political statement.
And good parents might spend 15 minutes a day in a meaningful conversation with their kids. Wow, okay.
Wow. First of all, wow. Oh my God, they're like, all right. So the definition of good and great parents, and the next statement is better. A great parent might take their kid to church for 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours a week. Oh my God. Oh man, I would go fucking, and I don't have near as any sort of knowledge on this shit, but oh my God. Listen, bro. Oh my God, bro. You don't know why they spent it 15 minutes because you ain't doing anything that like, ooh, I'm about to beat up some Daily Wire executives.
Oh god, that's some fucking, oh man, that's so funny. Oh, and there's one last thing here is after doing his best to make sure everyone in the audience was properly frightened. Wait.
Properly frightened. Oh my God. Oh man, I hope he was talking to some weak-willed motherfucking executives for them to be properly frightened. Otherwise, I'll make sure oh my God.
Hold up. And he issued a challenge and a plea for money. Quote, "We have to challenge the left every single place that it lives. You have to help us. You can wait and subscribe when the content is there. I would ask you to subscribe today to the Daily Wire to help us bring this content to life." Wow. That's
Oh my God.
so fucking yeah, we have to challenge the left.
We have the challenge left. I have low hopes for this show because it is not made with the good intent of art for art's sake. It is made with the intent of we must challenge the left. It is being made as a political statement. And when something like a show, especially a kid show, is being made for a political statement, I don't think it's gonna hold up.
It reminded me when I don't know who did it, but it was some YouTube video of like oh man, comedy nowadays, and it's supposed to like show regular family having to deal with the tirades of the left, and I remember people talking about it on Twitter being like, this is stupid. And I'm getting, I like when I see this teaser of this fairly vanilla looking kids preschool show, I'm like, I think the issue, yeah, I agree with Austin. The issue here is this is being made as a political statement, despite the fact of everything I've seen of this trailer, at least, is like, this isn't even challenging anything. This is just like a standard preschool show, from what I can tell, at least. Who knows? Maybe when the show come out, maybe like the show will just get like deranged and be like, oh man, there's the gays.
Oh God, there's the gays. I hope to fuck their. I feel like it's one of those things. I feel like they're going to avoid putting in any.
Yeah, like
I'm going to say egregious. No, this is not my. Egregious like references to like LGBT or various stuff.
Yeah,
or like it's like
but they're
Would I care if that happened either way? No, I wouldn't, because I mean, shoot, that's just the thing that happens, and honestly, should be accepted. But it like I really hope there isn't anything bashing any of that. I really
I
hope.
feel like
I doubt because it'll be a kids cartoon, but at the same time, I feel like people like these are going to try and instill some shit that is going to be very wrong.
well, apparently for because according to its subscription page, it's saying that we're creating kids entertainment parents can trust with the 100 million investment into shows that help young minds flourish. No diversive narratives, no insidious ideologies, just safe, fun programming that the whole family will love. Hop on, except for the fact that literally you guys said that you're using this to challenge the left. So
Yeah. It's like no insidious ideologies. So you would be
except
making something that is literally meant for the explicit use of learning. And the fact that you are expressing it as they are expressing it as a challenge to the left is it going on about an ideology. It's like, oh, fuck the left.
I
And like
just
the second the part of the second statement, like the good parents spending, etc., like the whole kids engaging for pop culture about 80 hours a week, and you're turning them over to the left. That is an ideology, believe it or not, Daily Wire.
I still fucking love that part of good parents might spend 15 minutes a day. I'm like, okay, I understand like, being a parent's real difficult. Kids are annoying sometimes, but like 15 minutes, I don't think that's
Bro,
enough time in a
I
day
want
for
to
any
know
child.
how rich the focus group, the survey was to be like 15 minutes a day with your kid. Like, what are you turning them over to your fucking nanny later? Like, all right, I've had my 15-minute
Oh
chat.
no, except
I'm
they
gonna go send them to a nanny fat fucking and a great bottom or something because of the fucking. I'm gonna go to tennis or something with the mates.
a great parent takes their kid to church for 1 or 2 or 3 hours a week. I'm just
Yeah,
like, I'm also just like, I can't with that.
I'm so I
I'm losing
this
it,
this is
bro.
what has taken the most out of us today is the fact that oh
Anyway,
like oh and we
with
could turn this into a great conversation about whatever, but we are not here on this podcast to do that.
yeah, but hey, don't worry. They may have thrown us for a loop for they're very good. I don't know. This it's dumb. I didn't
And
know about the
like I
day.
said, I
I
hope.
didn't know much about the Daily Wire before, but I especially don't care now.
Oh yeah, no, dude, the Daily Wire is kind of trash.
Yeah, good to know.
That's why every time it pops up, I'm like, okay, I
Unfortunately, you want to know what else is trash? Oklahoma.
hell
Hey.
yeah, that's us.
Which, speaking of which,
Oh wait,
we're actually in the news for today's week,
oh
and
god, we're in
unfortunately,
the
it's
trash.
not in
We're
good news. Continuing
yeah,
with
it's not.
problematic situations. Basically, the give the rundown this situation in Oklahoma. Oklahoma theater is under fire for posting Lightyear in the same sex kiss scene in the movie. I haven't seen the movie, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
But
like I think it
basically,
was like pretty early too.
yeah, so basically, yeah, no, actually, I do remember that because I saw it in like the fucking that thing, like the making thing of Lightyear that Bray 2 watched the other day. But basically, the theater, a 89er theater in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, which I feel like I've actually have been before, maybe just once at least, but it's
Mm-hmm.
a bit of ways from where we are. But basically they in the town they posted a little note apparently saying, attention parents, the management of this theater discovered after booking Lightyear that there is a same-sex kissing scene within the first 30 minutes of the Pixar movie. All we can do is fast forward through the scene. It might not be exact. That's what they put, and people were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like it's we're in a very heated time to be in like this. It's
Like,
one of those things. I am Kingfisher, Oklahoma. I'm like it's one of those things. As somebody who's lived in Oklahoma his entire life and knows the reputation of the Bible Belt, um,
yeah.
I am I'm not terribly surprised, but I'm extremely disappointed.
Honestly, I think the Faye, she changed her status on Discord that matches up the perfect description of Oklahoma at the moment, and it's down in the South in the land of traitors.
Yeah. Oh, it's changed again to on the eve of
Yeah,
destruction,
I know.
which is very, very valid given recent political events. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Honestly, if I was in a better position to go and protest, I would.
but anyway, to continue the article, it says late in the later report, ABC's Coco News, whatever, in Oklahoma City, the theater owner, was basically was like, "Hey, no, we showed the film uninterrupted. They took the sound down, and they never fast forwarded through any screening." The theater hasn't really said anything else. They haven't posted since
It's
June.
June
But
June 10th.
the account is currently just being review bombed by everyone because of the bigotry. So
Yeah, like for real.
and that just the add up on top of it, they also talked to a previous employee who came out as gay. Who was like, yeah, growing up in Kingfisher, it's not, yeah, being gay is not that great.
Gay is not good there.
I liked my job working there, but like like he makes up a really good point in his quote of like, why not just send the movie back, or let's just really just you could just, if you don't want them to see it, then don't make them see it. Oh, that's like, this is just a
Hmm.
simple fix, but they had to go extra and be like, sorry guys, there's some gay shit in this movie. I don't know if you guys would be comfortable with that. Fuck off. Anyway.
Yeah, like it's pain. It's pain.
Yeah.
Uh,
But yeah, it's unfortunate.
it's why we are in gay wrath and not gay pride right now.
Gay rap, yeah. Uh but there's is yeah, that's pretty much it for the article. The only last bits of it is just some a advocacy for the LGBTQ, for Oklahomans for equality. He was just sharing his thoughts on it, being like, "Hey, that's fucked up because like most hetero couples, they like, you never have to hear like scenes of them kissing, and they have to skip through it. So it's not fair that that happened to us.
Yeah, yeah, it's one of those
It's
things.
dumb.
It's so
So, yeah, but hey, it's fine. On the bright side, gays are great. I love
true
them.
that. We are still in mad
I
support
just
of
like
the
turned off.
LGBT.
I was just like, well, what's the interesting thing I could say about the LGBTQ? I love
I love
gay.
gay. Gay, pretty cool.
Yeah, I do love it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's
And I don't know.
sickening that there's such negative review to something that should be treated as normal and human.
Yeah, it is
Just
unfortunate.
because of fucking the fucking like
It
that one those one groups of people are
the
just can't accept that people are fucking people and can
yeah,
do whatever the fuck they want.
yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
fine. It's
There's not too much we can say or do to change the fact, like other than just a whole lot of whatnot.
listen. All I have to recommend is I don't know, break shit. That's my only advice. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's episode of the Midnight Tunes. I hope all of you really enjoyed this episode. Of course, if you enjoy the podcast, we have the website, on WordPress. We have the Twitter, Discord, also, which no one joins, so it's fine. Uh, if you want to listen to more, of course, we upload every new episodes every Monday at midnight. If you enjoyed
Mhm.
the intro outro, they're done by Two Mellow. We link to them in the description below all the time. If you're interested in what we follow and what we talk about, we links to all of our links in the description below, or whatever we're on. I just say that, but most of it is just going to be Twitter. So. But anyway, other than that, like, share, etc. Hope you guys will see you guys in the next episode. That's it. Goodbye.